So, hey everyone. Now, today is how to deal with situations. Okay, for some context, right? Oh, I mean, there are no context. It's like a general way to deal with situations that can't get out of hand easily. So, if you have a situation that it can be real fucking bad, right? It go from 1 to 100 real quick, and when it goes to 1 to 100 real quick, you want to defuse it real fast. Okay. Now, for some kind of idea or some kind of, I don't know, I guess you want to say experience, right? So, last weekend, I think last week, I don't remember, the situation that was going on that pretty much the person that we let stay here, I'm not gonna say his name and stuff like that. Basically, he was helping us out with rent and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. That's the person who he is, right? Very kind and helpful. But someone was complaining that from which that someone was sitting in boxers and he was opening another door, which was like a door that is like leads to the public area and not to the our apartments or to our apartment, right? So that's a whole situation. And basically, the two people came over. They're like, "Oh yeah, he needs to get out of here. We don't know who he is. He background check, yada yada yada, bull bull bull." Basically, things to make things worse than the hell it is. All right. So that was the context of my situation, right? And this one, I was like, I don't know. I don't mind for a few minutes, and and they came over. And I'm like, okay, everyone's in the living room, and I'm like, let's use it real quick, and so on and so forth. Before you know, you're always seeing death threats from one side of the party, from the other side saying I apologize, and so on and so forth, right? The way I defuse the problem, this is not how every way you should solve it real quick. I mean, I want to do another way, but I will tell you that way that I want to, but I don't think it will work very well. I said let everyone calm down, talk for a few minutes, and let's see how far I go with this. Before any violent threats, before any threats are said to anyone, before anything go violent, go wrong, for any blood on the wall, or anything, right? I did get this shit out. And basically, I had to defeat the entire fucking thing immediately. And basically, it was just like, oh, I don't know who it is. Basically, they're talking about work and stuff like that, and stuff like that. And, you know, I didn't care. No, man. And basically, I'm like, okay, let's let everything just cool down way more faster, because situations like that can be violent real quick. And I diffused the best way I thought it could be working. I thought. Like the one meme, like, it's like you thought, and you know what I'm talking about, whatever. It just like, I did not feel the best way possible because, well, shit me, I guess, right? Well, he was at the door. He was at the door already, saying like, he could find some place, and I'm talking to him still. Things that gotta be figured out and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get into full details, but that's how far I could go with that. And I think that how far I should be gone. The way that I want to do this was more fucking brutal. I wanted to grab a hammer from the living room or kitchen. I think it was in the kitchen. I think. To grab it. Okay, anyone before anything goes down, I'm gonna break your fucking ankles. If no one dies, and I'm like, that's how you do so. Okay. I wanted to think about that, but I'm like, oh god, you would have made it way more worse than I should have. But in reality, it could have helped the situation more better than it did. So, in reality, how do you fix situations that get out of hand? The way they should be fixed is this: let everyone talk out their side of the party. But okay, the reason I did this is because I'm used to doing this in my own home. You know, I'll be with their own habits, right? Everyone has their own types of habits. Even for me, I do. But in reality, everyone does. Shit, who doesn't? And basically, and I'm like, okay, let him explain his side, and let y'all explain your side of what you're hearing, and let's see what he want to say to make it more easier on everyone, right? So I did that part. Fix as way he could, and some regions like this, they should be fixed like this. They should be fixed in a way that it should be more helped out, more better, of how you should hear the side where it's just like, what's the phrase? Guilty until proven not, or something. If I'm wrong about the phrase, and I'm sorry, but something like that, right? So I want to do something like that, but apparently that did not work for every single one of us, as I thought it would. And I got hiccups and burps and stuff right now. Sorry, y'all. Oh man, I'm sneezing. When it comes to situation like this, like I said, diffuse it real quick before anything goes off. That's how it should be done. Sometimes that would not fully work. That's like a 50-50. And I think it should be fixed like that. It's a 50-50. It may work, it may not. If it does work, then hell, that's a hard one to get done. I will say that part. So, in reality, how did you fix these situations? Let's talk about both sides. Let's hear his side, his reasoning, and let's hear your side. That's how it should be done. No blood. Nothing on the walls. Calm talking. And I should have handled more better, but in reality, I think I handled it the best way I could, but like I said, it's like I could have been more violent if I brought out a hammer. Well, I could have done that, made things worse, but if I did that, that'd be hard to. In reality, it would be hard to explain that whole situation to anyone. Now, that's how it should be fixed? Not really. Like I said, there's like a two-way path. You can do it calmly or finally. Threaten everyone, or let everyone talk about it. If you went the second route, I don't know what to say. With the fucking violent threats, oh bloody hell, I could not help you on that one. That could not even help you in like the case of like any situation like that. It really couldn't save you, but in reality, it works somewhat. I think somewhat in the like the most unconfident way possible, because I am so unconfident about that. Ugh, no wonder. So, like I said, that's like a two-way thing. How to break away, how to break the whole death threats. But but if I wanted to do threats myself, then that's kind of hypocritical. Yes, it is way more hypocritical than I should have done. And I know, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah. That would not make it easier, so I don't know. So, and that'd be it for today's video. Join Discord. Doesn't mean I have one, okay? Join Discord. Follow me on Twitter and do all that stuff. Subscribe to the channel if you make it a goal, please. Everything, so on and so forth. Do the stuff and yada yada. If you have any questions for me, put in the comments. Or if you're following on Twitter, add questions there. Hey, I don't know, y'all. So, like I said, that's it for today's video. Thank you, like and subscribe if you need it. I'm out. Peace.